wrong on that.
What's up, Larry? We meet again.
Language. Yeah.
How you doing, sir?
Hey, how's it going?
I'm too close, right?
What is this, an interview?
Nah, just talk. Keep talking. You left in. You were saying that he left in '75.
You left in 75.
No, this is what happened, right?
You got married.
I got married, Deborah and I got married in '74, if I got this right, because I was 19.
But it's a nuisance.
But we were fooling around in '74 before we got married.
Cut it.
But we figured we'll justify it by going ahead and getting married.
Right.
Because we said to ourselves, well, there's only two outcomes given our belief system. Either we're going to be dead or alive.
Right.
That's it. So 75 comes. You know, I'm waiting that whole year.
Better say that.
Ain't nothing going on, and our marriage is starting to fall apart. For any number of reasons, right?
Better look at all these
And
girls.
and we only stayed together about a year. Yeah, because
You have a big people have big weddings at the
we
time.
had a big wedding, man. We had a DJ. We had it at Hudson Gill. Remember Hudson Gill? 17th Street.
Oh yes.
Yeah, we had it at the Hudson Gill.
Yes.
So I have a question. What were the kind of things they were saying, like back in 1975 that
Before 75.
before '75 that made you think? Well, I know the articles insinuated
It
it,
was in the
but
literature and stuff about
But how did they
chronology.
say-
It's all about the chronology,
Right.
according to the Watchtower Society, and they were saying that
how would they say it? Would they say it in the halls though, like in the meetings? Would they emphasize it more then during
it
talks
was more in
and
the
stuff?
literature.
It was more in the literature.
Right?
And it was more also.
It was implied.
The publishers.
Explicit, but
The publishers used to always talk about it in
Yeah.
expectation. Some publishers used to like collect a lot of.
I mean, all the numbers starting.
Yeah.
The chronology was in place.
Yeah.
6,000
It was
years,
the truth
7,000
book, I
years.
think the blue book
Yeah.
that set it off.
There were watchtowers.
But there were watchtower
and awaits
articles
in
too,
1970
and assemblies.
But
And Kingdom
listen, in
Ministry.
1974, during the end of that year, there were magazines that actually referred to the end
Yeah.
in months.
Yes.
Literally in print, in months, the end was coming. In months. They said in the months left before the end.
Okay, so there's a lot, because why I'm asking the question is that on the internet and discussions with people that are recently witnesses,
Yeah.
and in their literature, they say that it was never plainly stated by the Watchtower that the end was going to be 1970. So it was all in the imagination of the people that were in the congregations.
That's what they say.
But
When I say
my
they,
question is, like, what kind of things were they saying at the meeting? Was it between the witnesses, like one witness to another, like 75's coming, you need to,
But they had a lot to do with the chronology.
and they never. But did they ever discourage that? Like at the meetings, did they ever say the Watchtower never said that we should? Did they ever give talks? Did they ever say anything to contradict the rumors and the speculations?
No.
And,
They let that whole thing fly. They let those conversations flourish.
Okay.
They let those conversations flourish. They didn't.
The circle overseers played a big role in it too. And they were like, in order to psych up or prep up the witnesses, they said, well, the end is coming. This is
What's going to keep us
75.
going?
Yeah.
What's going to keep us out
So
there preaching?
They encouraged it.
They got to do something to keep us going. So
Kingdom Ministry said people were selling their homes because the end was coming and stuff like that.
It definitely affected lives.
And then when it didn't happen, they put the blame on the witnesses.
Exactly.
Although the talk came out of the headquarters,
Yeah.
or at least the rumors or whatever. It didn't originate from the members because members they ignorant.
Yeah.
They're gonna
Right.
take what the society gives.
whatever the governing
So
body.
somebody spread that or started that, and it wasn't the members.
Yes.
It's all Lexington.
And everybody, and that's how they got people to get baptized and come in the organization because they were fearful that 75 is going to be the end of the world. Just like I thought we would never get to the year 2000. As a kid, I thought we would never get to the year 2000. I should tell people that on the job.
I said I'm not going to get past 20.
Yeah.
2021. I'm either going to be dead or alive. Because let me tell you, like I was just telling you, the thing is, my wife and I committed fornication before we got married.
As most of them did.
But I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
You have to understand,
I would
Carmen,
never
I didn't
have.
know that.
I would never have done that. So
I just
when I
wanted to
found out
sow
that-
my oats, so to speak. I was gonna get this on a regular, let's put it that way. And
So you did the old get married,
we get married to justify the whole.
right? But you were never fearful for your life because you never confessed.
I said either I'm gonna be dead or alive. I was ready for death or life. That's how serious it was. I said either I'm gonna be dead, or maybe Jah will give me a shot.
Yeah,
That was my perspective because I had a good heart.
No, a lot of us did similar things, you know.
But let me tell you.
But my thing with
didn't do
1975 is this: since it was never explicitly said,
Right.
that's why I think it's important for people to talk that
The
were
number,
there.
Yeah, the year, exact year number.
It was never said this is definitely it, but they use qualifiers like it may come, or it's 6,000 years ends on
Exactly.
1975.
Adds up
Right,
to-
but I think
expect.
right, but
They also stopped using the word probably. Okay, they stopped using the word possibly and said probably. That makes a big difference when you're in it
Yeah.
and you are completely loyal and faithful.
Yes.
When they go from possible to probable, possible is all right, maybe.
Yeah.
Probable, you start buying water and you start.
Yeah.
so in the congregation, everybody was talking about it. Like they were like,
Yes.
yo, next year, you got to be ready.
And the numbers prove it because after that, a lot of people left.
Yes. About a million or more.
76, a lot of people left.
People quit their jobs. Why would you get a good? Why would you go to college?
Yes.
Why
What's the
would you do
sense?
something so ridiculous at this? Why would you have babies?
Yes.
Why would you reproduce in this system of things?
Bring a
And when the people did that, how did the congregation did they talk about it like in the meetings like, oh, this person quit their job, or how was did anything like that?
They were honored. Yeah, they were highlighted on assembly program, parts on the service meeting, I think it was called.
So they honored people in assembly programs that sold their houses,
loyal.
Sold their houses, quit their job.
quit their jobs because of 1975.
Because
Started
the time, no,
pioneering.
they never said that. They said because the time of the end is so near. Look at these.
So they never
people
directly said it, but it was kind of implied that it was because
Kinda,
1975.
kind of, yes.
It was implied
Yes.
blatantly.
Yes.
Yes.
And I think it was at Yankee Stadium.
Well, see, it's very smart of them because now they could go back and say, "Yeah, we never said it," and this is a conversation with other people that I've had. They say the same thing. You had to have been there to know the kind of
I'm telling you how I
atmosphere.
lived my life banking on something going down. And when it didn't happen, I was pissed.
I didn't pay too much attention.
How did you bank? What did you do?
It's what I didn't do. I didn't plan for my future.
Yes.
I didn't plan for any kind of future.
You
To
were
this day, I made a sacrifice for that nonsense.
Nursing.
so.
I would have had a degree. I was ready for. I was discouraged from higher education because my father was an elder. He died an elder in '07. He died believing he would see the end.
Exactly.
That's strong. And my mother is still, well, I guess she's inactive at this point because she's physically just can't
I tell
do it.
people,
But mentally, she's still there.
do you know how many people like yourself
messed me up, man.
have the power to reason? Do you know how many doctors have been discouraged from being doctors in that religion? How many scientists? Maybe somebody could have cured AIDS. Maybe somebody could have, done something. But they were discouraged. I wound up at Columbia University. Who would have thought of such a thing?
Yeah.
I would never have imagined an Ivy League education for myself. And do you know how many brilliant people there are in that religion? But they're not allowed to use the brilliance. They're not allowed.
Because you can't control intellect. You can't control critical thinking.